Welcome back, my Karcamaniacs. Remember to check part 1 if you haven't already. Before continuing with this video, I just want to make a quick shout out to my friend Tenguki Arts. He's that kick-ass artist that does all the art around here. Please give him some love and follow him. Make sure to tell him Karcamo sent you. Alrighty then, let's go on with the video. In this particular entry...
Let me tell you something, dude. For 25 years, I've seen the knockups come and go, brother. That's because I'm an icon, dude. I'm the immortal one. But I'm tired, dude. I'm tired of those knockups coming in the video games. There's no royalties in my pocket, dude. So even you are a little bit of a knockup.
I'm not a knockup.
Idiots, dude. You should put money in my pocket, brother.
So you're talking about...
I'm talking about all those Mr. Americas and all those knockoffs in those video games. I'm tired of this, dude. I'm the immortal one, brother.
In the vast world of gaming, there have been countless developers who are very much proud for the accomplishments made in their titles, setting the standard for generations to come. Super Mario Brothers for platformers, Resident Evil invented survival horror, Wolfenstein 3D invented the FPS genre, but Doom perfected it. Grand Theft Auto improved upon sandbox games, and Dead or Alive. Boom physics? What? Oh yeah, we meet again, DOA. This is not the first time we cross paths in my channel. And I'm pretty sure this won't be the last. Well, Tecmo, the same ones from Technoball on the NES, spent hours, days, weeks, months, years trying to recreate and translate to video games how breasts behave in real life. Okay, maybe not exactly. But this is where Tina Armstrong comes in at number 3. She has 2 gigantic reasons. Number 1, she is a pro wrestler, guys. Well, you know that. And number 2... I'll get back at you, Tina. But we can't talk about boobage, hot, bags of fun, without the First Lady of Chesticles, my Shiranui. Hey, I said First Lady of Breast, not First Lady of Fighting Games. My is so synonymous with, well, you know, that she made it as a DLC guest character for Dead or Alive 5. Granted, there is a legit excuse of why she fights, well, you know, dressed like that. It's part of her martial arts technique to distract the opponents while she kicks their asses. Or balls.
Yup! Fighting!
Again, this is not so far away from the truth. Dead or Alive is infamous for the grand amount of countless quote-unquote sexy outfits each female character has. And no, I don't have a problem with that. A necessary evil that Teen Ninja relied on in order to attract more people to the series. And guess what? It worked! But just like Mike did, these costumes distracted many players in real-life competitions. So in many cases, dozens and dozens of these clothes have been banned from the tournaments. Back to Tina, an American pro wrestler. How do I know she's an American? Well, she has a southern accent.
Yeah! Showtime!
And if that wasn't enough, real American only use the United States flag in their clothing. As the daughter of the legendary superstar Bass Armstrong, it shows why Lucha Libre runs in the family. In the first game, she enters the tournament as a springboard to catapult her into fame and fortune. Wow, where's the passion? What a shallow and superficial reason. Why did I ever choose her over Rainbow Mika, man? Oh my god! Out of control! Look, I'm not helping my case. We'll get back at you, Tina. But this has to be addressed. DOA has earned its fame. For the most part, this aspect overshadows the gameplay. And I'm not trying to be political correcto here. I actually love it. There is even an option to make the breast move like in real life. DOA style, left boob and right boob simultaneously. And oh my god mode! Somebody please call an exorcist! I have to play Devil's Advocate. It's not a shallow game, far from it. DOA, it's actually a really complex game that's pretty popular in the aforementioned fighting tournament community. It's not just ladies. Ryu Hayabusa is also canon in the DOA universe. Yes, that Ryu from Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden!
Hey! Oh, I'm sorry. The blue pajamas wearing dude is in the same universe as this. The thing that I love about DOA is that it's an easy game to pick up and play, but difficult to master. This is what I'm talking about, man. Fun, fun, fun. That's the way games should be. With each sequel of Dead or Alive, it gets crazier and crazier, especially with these stage transitions like Mortal Kombat 3 started doing back in the day. I admit, the boob aspect of the game, I can't believe I just wrote that. The boob aspect of the game is to lure you sickies. And you're like, hey, I came here for the TNA. But once you're there, you realize, hey, this is actually an awesome game. Hello? Tina? Anybody home? Alright, I'm back with your story. Dead or Alive 2. Miss Armstrong learns from her mistakes, and she is more motivated than ever to beat those misogynistic men and women, I guess, to become a supermodel? Okay, maybe the third one is the charm. She decided to quit modeling. Oh, praise the Lord. This time, she manages to win the tournament to pursue a career in acting. There's nothing wrong with that. The Rock did it, so why not Tina? 1, 2, skip a few. Dead or Alive, I don't know, 4, whatever. She's gonna achieve the maximum goal. What could it be? To put an end to world hunger, to end corruption and politics, or becoming a rock star? Okay, I'm not gonna act like I'm Jesus Christ. But, why is she in my number 3 spot again? I'm not even sure what to say anymore. The thing is kind of funny because her dad hates this. And he's always trying to stop Tina from achieving her egotistical little goals. But man, I mean, he really hates with capital H her goals.
優勝したら今度は女優よ。
女優なんぞ許さん。
Her father is so friggin' pissed that to stop her in Dead or Alive 5, he disguises himself as Mr. Strong. Oh yeah, totally a different guy. He looks nothing like Base Armstrong. I'm sure he fooled everyone, like Mr. America did in WWE. Anyway, it works. as he beats Tina in the DOA 5 tournament. Hooray, base? Let's get serious for a second here. I'm doing my best. I actually really enjoyed Dead or Alive. And getting back on track, the fact of the matter is that Tina is an experienced pro wrestler with a diverse moveset of full various holds and grappling techniques. And playing as Tina, it's a lot of fun. Bottom line, Tina is a great wrestler, but she's pretty lacking in the motivation and character development department. Tina is now officially number 10 in this list, and Rainbow Mika takes the number 3 spot. Got that? Great. Next on the list.
You win.
Alright, I'll address the elephant in the room. I never said anything about one character per franchise. Besides, it's my list. And before you go nuts, hear me out. I know Hagar from Final Fight came first in 1989. It's a major that kicks major ass. No pun intended. Weirdly enough, predicting the future of a pro wrestler becoming a major in real life. Of course, I'm talking about Jesse the Body Ventura. But that's besides the point. I'm sorry, Zangief just seems more memorable and interesting to me. The grappler from Mother Russia has one of the most iconic moves in gaming. The spinning pile driver. Really, after Zangief made an appearance for the first time, just take a look at any fighting game. There is at least one character with a spinning pile driver move variation. And what about the spinning lariat? Okay, fair game. Hagar came up with that. But, the story goes like this. Zangief saw Hagar, I don't know, somewhere, and copied his spinning lariat. And Hagar was like, hey man, what the hell? You gonna steal from me, biatch? So Hagar stole Zangief's signature move. And that's how they became the spinning wrestlers' rivals, I guess. Something that I never understood is that Capcom is obsessed with Final Fight. They have been adding Final Fight characters in all of the Street Fighter games, and no Hagar. What is wrong with you, Capcom? Just give us our dream match already.
Finisher is a little concerning. He might want to mix things up a bit.
And they even had the balls to tease us with a Hagar outfit for Zangief in Street Fighter 4. Oh, come on! Okay, back to Zangief.
I'm the Red Cyclone, all right, comrade. I am Zangief.
The Red Cyclone is based on a real person, as many characters in fighting games. He's based on Viktor Zangief, an amateur wrestler from the Soviet Union with a shoot-style grappling technique, mostly participating in Japan Pro Wrestling.
Ему справиться с защитой от ударов. Захват ноги практически прошел. Ох, как хорошо Виктор атакует. Еще раз. Ну, молодец. Все-таки вот борец. И сейчас он может побросать Йоджи Анжу так, что тому не поздоровится сразу же.
His physique is more slim, but you can totally see the resemblance between him and Zangief.
На мой взгляд, Zangief гораздо лучше. А вот, может быть, это то, о чем я и говорил. Гео прошли в правильном направлении, бросок научен Бушидо. Но, тем не менее, посмотрите, на мозг встает великолепно. Вот. Что творит? Что творит? Занgief.
The original Russian grappler even competed with Pat O'Connor in the international tag team tournaments in WCW Starrcade 90.
Off his feet here, quite obviously.
Well, obviously the game.
Here comes the suplex, and he parked him right on his head.
Obviously, Capcom took its liberties with Zangief. And in case you don't know, all those marks are actually scars. Scars he got by wrestling Russian bears. Holy crap! Wrestling bears as part of his training. This guy, I tell ya. And I think he plain murdered those bears. He's wearing one, for God's sake. With Street Fighter II fame, a feature film starring Jean-Claude Van Damme was in the works. Of course, America for the win. For me, the greatest thing from that crappy film from the 90s, apart from Raul Julia's Bison, of course.
For I beheld Satan, and he fell from heaven like lightning!
Everybody deserves to see that movie just for this scene alone.
Bison's the god. All your weapons of death are going to be blown sky high.
Quick! Change the channel!
For the most part, Zangief's main story is to demonstrate that Russia is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. After defeating Bison and winning the tournament, he celebrates by dancing with the former leader of the USSR, Mikhail Gorbachev, at the end of Street Fighter II. Believe me, that's nothing. Zangief takes the celebration to the next fucking level in Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha's ending, by dancing in historical locations all over the world. You know, but in the 90s, pop culture always saw Soviets as these proud kick-assing and taking names kind of people. And I'm not trying to offend. More power to ya, Mother Russia. Capcom celebrates the Russian bear in Street Fighter V by adding a lot of outfits, ranging from that overlooked anime series Street Fighter Victory, where he wears a classic wrestling unitank. Ooh yeah! To this Macho Man Randy Savage inspired costume. To the ridiculous yet awesome Mecha Zangief, including the Messenger Scrander.
Majinko, Majinko, Majinka Z!
This fellow worker loses points in the list for a couple of reasons. Number 1. When you really get down to it, Zangief could use a couple of extra moves. Perhaps some submission holds like his real-life counterpart. I mean, the spinning pile driver makes up for it. But speaking of moves, that takes me to my second and most important reason. Zangief also has one of the most awesome super moves ever.
Oh yeah! Just
Yep, the final Atomy Buster! But no! Capcom decided to strip away his super move, replacing it with this German suplex that destroys the concrete.
It can't be over!
Slow down! Okay, before you go medieval on my ass in the comments, I know! Capcom was trying to make super moves faster because of the whole competitive aspect and the nature of the game. But that's no excuse. If Rainbow Mika got away with her cinematic move, why not Zangief? Well, at least they did something right and gave Zangief the Kiniku driver. In conclusion, after appearing in over 30 games, Zangief's presence doesn't seem to slow down anytime soon in the gaming world, and that's why he deserves the number 2 spot in my list.
Oh yeah! Zangief is the best! We love you, Zangief!
Finally, it's
The
time.
Rock has come. Oh, that's not my gimmick, dude.
The time has come to reveal number 1.
Hulkamania running wild finally in Panama, brother.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, dude.
And the number 1 most amazing pro wrestler in gaming history is...
No.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's King from the Tekken series. But the real reason I mentioned that Jack Black movie, okay, that's a mouthful, it's because I was kinda kinda kidding. The Jaguar Mask Luchador was loosely based on the priest Fray Tormenta, in which Nacho Libre was also based on. Okay, that's a filmception. He went from priest to pro wrestler to gather funds for the children of the orphanage. And King was almost the same, except he's not a priest, but he did want to raise money for an orphanage. I love how Namco gives us little winks, and more than winks, it's a homage to the original story. Because in Tekken 2, King's stage is inside a church. Of course, King won the Iron Fist tournament and returned with the prize money to his, non-CGI children, I guess. Alright, enough jokes. I wish this was a happy ending, but it's bittersweet. One of the kids from the orphanage died in King's care. This obviously took a toll on him, and he became depressed and shielded on alcohol. He almost never recovered if it wasn't for his friend and rival Armored King. And I'm not gonna get into him, because otherwise, this video would be 2 hours long. So let's move on. Let's state the obvious here. Instead of a wrestling mask, King uses a Jaguar mask. And let me tell you something, he is really into the gimmick, because King only roars. And I'm not exaggerating.
You win.
This is literally the way he communicates. Another inspiration for his character is the real-life Japanese wrestler called Tiger Mask, in which case was inspired from a manga by Iki Kajiwara of the same name. Someday, I'll do a retrospective of Tiger Mask, but let's focus. We're talking about King here. Remember, kids, King was inspired by Tiger Mask, not just plain copying it. That's why King uses a jaguar mask instead of a tiger. I mean, they are both felines. In case you didn't know, Namco did some sort of Sub-Zero kind of thing, where there were two Sub-Zeros. But I really mean this in the best way. The original King was killed by Marduk, a Valtudo fighter that reminds me of Goldberg. So from Tekken 3 onwards, it's King's student that takes up the mantle of the new King. And apart from revenge as his motivation, he keeps evolving and evolving with every new installment. After forgiving Marduk, they even become friends and start wrestling as tag team partners. You might be wondering why I chose King rather than Zangief. It was a tough choice. I love Zangief, and well, you know why. I just talked about him a few minutes ago. Jeez! But I think as a character and as a wrestler, King has been developed a lot better. And at the end, that has more meaning and weight for me. King's design has been varying throughout the years. He started with a simple pro wrestling outfit, then the casual King, if you will. Time went by and Namco managed to maintain the traditional aspects of the wrestling gear, but stylish at the same time. His color palette is vibrant, but pleasing to the eye. I think my favorite design for King, it would have to be the one from Tekken 6. By God, I don't even know where to start here. King is the most complete pro wrestler in video game history, period. He has both technical and aerial moves. He has power and submission holds. His repertoire extends from suplex, figure 4 leg lock, shining wizard, giant swing, tornado DDT, moonsault, hurricanrana, sharpshooter, rock bottom, camel clutch, German suplex, STS, tombstone pile driver. And the list goes on and on and on. And if that wasn't enough, he also executes the spinning pile driver. And let's not forget the Mika Basta!
この体勢は筋肉バスター
King has no idea how this business works, brother. You only need 3 moves. 3 moves, brother, and that's it.
I even haven't talked about King's links. Okay, if you're a skilled Tekken player, you can make the Jaguar grapple your opponent once and never let go until he dies. I remember my times in the arcade when I was dumb enough to challenge a guy playing as King. I put my quarter into the machine and I saw how the guy slammed my ass out of existence. And that was it for me.
Well, you tell me this, dude. Did he ever pick up Andre the Giant and slammed him on the mat in WrestleMania 3 in the biggest sellout of all time, dude?
I mean, not necessarily.
That's a no. Then hulkamania still running wild, dude.
I could talk about Kings all day long. But I think you understand the gist of it. And trust me when I say, this is just a small overview of why King is my #1 most amazing pro wrestler of gaming history.
You win.
Share with me in the comments, what are your favorite wrestlers in gaming? And also, tell me if I missed any that deserved a spot on my list.
Make way for the mayor! Karcamo KO!
Let me tell you something, brother. I had it up to here with your list and your ranking and your disrespect. Karcamaniacs ain't nothing but a carbon copy of the Hulkamaniacs, dude. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with you and your rankings and your Pikachus and your video games. I'm gonna take you down, brother. I'm gonna take you down to Chinatown because it's on, dude. It's on like Donkey Kong, one of the few video games I've ever played, dude. What you gonna do?
Cállate, idiota! You know what? I'm gonna finish this once and for all because it's my friggin' list and I do what I want in my friggin' channel. So what do you say about that? Let's do this here in this very ring!
I'm gonna bury you like I buried that guy with the concussion that went, Mama! I'm gonna take you down, dude! Let's do it. I'm gonna get you down, bro. No! Not today. I'm gonna get you down. Now that I'm done with this jabroni, dude, all I gotta say is subscribe to Karcamo Gaming, brother, and you might see me come back and whip his ass one more time, dude. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed whipping his ass from post to post. So subscribe to Karcamo Gaming, and on my return, brother, hulkamania might run wild all over this candy ass, this jabroni, dude. You got what's yours, brother. Subscribe or die, dude.
Oh, thanks for sticking until the end of the video. If you're new here, please subscribe. Share with me your thoughts and feedback. This is my first top 10. I know, shorter video next time. Remember to like or die.